everybody, this is Kim from hernameiskim.com, and I'm going to show you how to add a plugin. I know it seems really simple, but if you're new to WordPress, this is something that you should probably know. So I'm going to go ahead and over to the left menu, we're going to click on plugins. And when you select plugins, it's going to show you all of the plugins that you have available or installed, or you have installed. You know, they might be activated or deactivated on your WordPress website. So there, we're going to go ahead and click on Add New because we want to add a new plugin. So we're going to click on Add New. And there's different ways where you can search for different plugins. You can actually search here, and I've searched a lot, so I have my auto-fill thing here. So if you didn't have that, that's fine. You can just type in something. So say, for instance, I want to find a plugin for like social media. So you can type in social media and then click on search plugins, and it'll bring up all the plugins that have the keywords of social media. So once you find one that you like, I don't immediately just like install plugins like willy-nilly because I want to make sure that the ratings are good. I want to check out some more information about the author of the plugin. So what I do is just click on details, and it brings up a little pop-up window about the plugin. So it gives you more information. It tells you which version it is, who the author is, when the last time that plugin was actually updated. It'll tell you which version of WordPress it requires, and it'll tell you the version of WordPress that it's compatible with or up to, and it'll tell you how many times the plugin has been downloaded. So it also gives you an average rating of the plugin, and it also gives you a description of the plugin over here. Sometimes they'll have screenshots available, not all the time, but sometimes they'll have screenshots. So you can kind of see like on the back end what it looks like, and then what it looks like once you've installed it. It's just so you don't have to actually, install it first and not like it and then, delete it. This one's actually kind of cool. I might actually install this, but anyway. And if you click on the installation log, usually there's like some information here about when you install it, or just basic information about either before or after you install it. And this is really important because it's the change log. So basically these are the versions of the plugin. So it shows like the very first version here, and it shows all the newer versions and like what was updated, what was included in the newer update. So if they had any like bugs or any like security issues or whatever, they went ahead and included the information on that, and that's really important. And they also have a FAQ section here. Sometimes it either has it or it doesn't. But pretty much a menu will be across the top here, just with links about the plugin. So if you like this plugin, if you think it's legit, it's cool, you can just go ahead and click install now. And once you do that, let's just go back to the plugins because I don't want to install that. It'll show up here, and either while you're installing it, after it installs, you can either activate it or go back to the plugin screen. You don't actually have to activate it right away, but it'll appear here. Another way to get a new plugin is to actually upload one. I know some plugins are not available like on WordPress.com. I'm sorry, WordPress through here. You would actually have to go to the author's website. So for instance, there's a plugin that I use from this company, from elegantthemes.com. They're developers. They create WordPress themes, and they also develop plugins. So I have a couple plugins that I've purchased from there. And what I do is you download it from the author's website, and you would just click on upload. And so this is pretty much just like you're uploading any other file, like a picture or, a file like to email. You would just click on browse and pretty much find out where you save the plugin. Usually it's a zip file, and you click it and install it that way. You can also click on featured, and it'll show you, I really don't use these, but I think these are probably like I have no idea. Probably from like WordPress or something, I don't know, important. So I don't usually go through featured, but maybe there's just some featured plugins, I guess. So you can just look here. Also, you can click on the most popular widgets. I guess it's based on, I don't know what it's based on, if it's popular based on like ratings or if it's like on downloads. I have no idea how they organize this, but I guess these are like the top plugins people are installing on their website. So you definitely should have this installed because of spam. That's super important. Also, you can click on newest. It'll show you the newest plugins that have been created. So it looks like these don't really have any ratings, or maybe they just have like one or two. I don't know, but and then you can click on favorites, and I guess if you've marked, it says if you've marked plugins as favorites on WordPress.org, you can browse them here. I don't know. I've never used that before, so I guess you can kind of ignore that. But that's pretty much how you install and activate plugins. I will say that just be careful when you're installing plugins. Make sure you're installing them from reputable authors. This is the person that's the author, and then you can visit the site here. Just because, everybody isn't, some people are malicious. They can, create a plugin that can harm your website. So just be careful when you're installing things. Sometimes plugins don't work great together. Sometimes they don't work great with your theme, or sometimes they don't work great with the version of WordPress. So just, use discretion when you're installing plugins. I actually am working on a blog post about plugins because I've had issues in the past with plugins, and some of my clients have had issues with plugins. And so I wanted to just give some tips on, how plugins operate and why they do the things they do sometimes when they're acting a little funny. So, and I do want to know that I'm not a developer, but I've used WordPress for a while, and this is just, just some tips that I've come across when using plugins on WordPress. So look out for that blog post soon. You can subscribe to my newsletter at my website at www.hernameiskim.com, and I give a lot of tips in my newsletter as well as on my blog. So when you get a chance, go ahead and check it out, and I hope this was helpful for you.